Okay, so let's get this started. Let me preface this by saying that my belief is that Puff massively, horrifyingly wins the matchup. And all evidence otherwise is because the Puff players are either getting massively outplayed, don't know the matchup, or both. So I think that a big part of the reason that Puffs get hit in the matchup is they invade Peach's space, where Peach has like this little, like, here's Peach. So here's the stage, and here's Peach. Let's just make her, here's Peach right here. And basically, Peach has this little area that she can hit like this. These are like her full hop nairs. And so this is all you have to avoid. And so I tell Puff players, a lot of times they'll do like a back air. They'll jump up and they'll do a back air like here. And then they'll drift, or they'll do like a back air and they'll try to like drift here. And it's like, dude, if you're entering this space with a move out and that move is not blocking the nair, you are going to get hit. And I feel like so many of the decisions are because of that, where a lot of times the Puff doesn't seem to understand like what options the Peach has. I just feel like there's no Puff players who seem to understand what Peach can do or have ever played Peach ever. That is what it seems like. So let's start, and I'll just go over all the interactions, talk about why HBox is playing them super wrong. Of course, I could be wrong. I have not watched this set. Polish could be just doing everything so incredibly right that he breaks the physics of the world and beats Puff. But more likely, HBox is just doing everything wrong. Okay. So let's see what happens. Okay, Polish starts with a turnip pull. HBox just lets himself get hit like instantly, which is like not a huge deal, but it's kind of weird that you would just start the match like not even trying to space. He just starts the match by like full drift in fair, and if Polish does anything except for just literally run off the platform into it and getting hit, HBox is vulnerable. So I don't really understand, considering this is a matchup where a small advantage can kind of spiral out of control. But, okay, so the other important thing about this matchup that I haven't really mentioned yet is that if Peach gets a lead, she does have a pretty decent position. It's not bad. It's not that awful. But if Puff, like, the thing is, so I'm saying, like, if Peach has a lead, maybe the matchup is, like, 45-55 in Puff's favor. So, like, but then if Puff has a lead, the matchup is 100-0 in Puff's favor. So, like, it's just weird to me that, like, there's a matchup where if Puff gets a rest, like, then, like, yeah, like, if Puff gets a rest at any point and it's 4 stocks to 3 or whatever, the game is over. Like, there's no, especially on any non-FD stage, but pretty much on every stage, there is, like, if there's a top platform up here, there's no combination of button inputs that Peach can do that will ever actually hit Puff. So if Puff gets a lead, she auto wins by like a stock lead. She basically auto wins the match. And that's why rest is so intense and scary. And I think that HBox needs to be playing like a zero risk style. Like Polish is playing a zero risk style against Puff, or attempting to. And Peach cannot really play zero risk against Puff. She can try, but Puff can actually play zero risk against Peach. So, like, HBox could literally go, like, a full minute without taking damage if he wanted here. But he is just sort of rushing in, and he's letting Polish get some damage here. And yeah, fair cuts through the turnip, but Polish can't get a turnip out this fast. Like, it's actually impossible for Polish to get a turnip out fast enough for this fair to hit. Like, even if he throws it immediately, it's still not going to be out yet. Maybe he could, like, throw it and hit the end of the fair, but that's not going to help HBox at all. This just doesn't make any sense at all. So he gets hit. He already takes damage. He makes kind of an aggro read and gets this fair. That's fine. He's getting some damage, I guess. Like I said, it's going to be hard to really talk about it because HBox is, like, not playing this, like, low-risk game. He's kind of just going for it all the time. But anyway, so yeah, so now we're in a situation. This is more what I like to see Puff Peach is like. Okay, well, some of these back airs maybe don't have like a ton of purpose, but it's okay. Puff can get away with anything. So she's like, look, there wasn't any option that Peach could take to hit Puff here. Turnip pull, quick little pressure with the back air. Totally down with this. Although you might get roll thrown here with the turnip. I'm not actually 100% sure if that's possible, but regardless, it's like a pretty safe poke. But like, what are these? Like, this is just crazy to me. Like, I don't understand why you would ever do this right here, like, with this nair. Because this nair is just asking to take a trade. But you don't really need to take a trade. Doesn't make any sense. Why not just go up here? Why not land on the platform? So I don't really get that. And then, so look, this is so bizarre. Let's look at this. So, Peach is here, floating. So this is clearly, like, not a spot you want to be in as Puff, right? So, like, why is HBox doing this, like, kind of... Like, he's kind of moving away, but this bear is, like... I don't know. Like, this bear is just... He's, like, putting a move, or he's like, whatever, I'm retreating, so it's fine. But if Peach hit this, she gets a trade there, and it doesn't make sense. Oh, okay. Now what? Okay. So... Polish is like moving around on the platforms. This is like what I would actually consider not very good for generally like where the positioning that Peach wants to be in, because the problem with that bear is that he's just in like kind of a bad spot to use it. Like, why not just like wave dash this way and then full hop that way, you know? And here's the thing is like, obviously, I'm not criticizing every single decision he makes here. I'm just kind of commenting. So I don't want you guys to take this as me like, all right, I'm going to sit you down and tell you, you know? And it's like, on one hand, yeah, that's kind of how I'm acting. But on the other hand, I'm just kind of looking at it like, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But, like, I really don't think I am. Like, I really feel like every time HBox gets hit, it's probably his fault. So, yeah, normally I feel like Peach, when Peach is kind of coming up here in the air, it can get really dangerous for her in this like position. So it's really bizarre that he's just kind of hitting like if from the Peach perspective, when you're like trying to plan out this matchup, you're not like, okay, so I'm gonna full hop from the side plat, then double jump over the top plat and do a dare right here, and then after full hop double jumping and being up here, Puff has to jump in and get hit by the dare. Ha ha ha! A matchup solved. Like, the Peach is like, what? That's not like a thing. You can't think of that in the matchup as like, oh, this will work. This is just purely HBox just jumping in for no reason, getting hit. What is this? Why? Why? So yeah, like this is just like a freaking scrub side B. Like, okay, he trades out of it. Crazy up air that won't get him anything, going for the trade. Okay, so he gets this. This also makes no sense. So check this out. So I talk about this a lot, whereas like, so this back air was good. This first sequence was good. But then right here, you need to, the goal is always like, you know Peach is going to air dodge, or often she's going to air dodge. And if this back air hits and she doesn't air dodge, you have like a really, really good edge guard. So, like, you just need to make sure she doesn't cross you up. So if he does this, look at this drift out here on the back air. If he was already drifting back, this would be like an easy cover. Or honestly, it could possibly be a rest. If he does this back air right here, and he just goes like poof and comes back here, right here, this is probably a rest. And the match is over. Like, do you guys understand that? Like, if Hungrybox gets this air dodge and rests it, which is not the easiest rest in the world, if he does hit this rest, the match is over. That's it. The game has ended. And Puff wins the game. There, that's it. It's over. Like, that's the end of the match. Like, have you ever tried to catch a Puff with Peach when they're running away? Like, that's it. That's the game. The game's over. That's it. He just won game one right there. Okay, so then let's see what's next. Okay. So then he goes for this wacky down air, which I don't really understand either. Okay, so he gets this fair, which is a really good... So here's the nice thing about this fair. I'm a big fan of this fair against Peach, right here. So the good part about this fair, although it's nice if you can hit it a little closer, but the nice thing here is at this percent, like around 50, if Peach happens to be holding right, like if she happens to be holding in, fair combos into rest. On any inward DI... See, and notice how Polish DI is out here, so he doesn't get rested. If he happened to DI in on this fair, he would be rested every time. And the match would be over. Okay. So I don't really understand why HBox doesn't push his advantage here. Right, like right here, I would really much like him to like just back air and retreat in this position, like back air here and retreat. Instead, he lets Peach get back to the ground. And then he, like, this is the crazy part to me. Like, why you think Peach is gonna roll here, dude? Like, he's in a position where he has pretty good stage control. Peach is cornered. You always want Peach cornered. You can kind of pressure her a little bit, very safely, like, near this spot. Like, back air, right here. But instead, he just kind of dash dances in front of Peach, putting himself in danger. Hoping that Polish will panic roll into his rest, which makes no sense to me, because why would Polish ever do anything here except for jump, which is what the back air would have covered. So then he ends up in this spot. Okay, so he kind of, like, this is so weird to me. Like, when Peach gets above you, I feel like your goal should be to wave dash in the opposite direction of her drift, in which case she can't really get you, and then you full hop. But he keeps kind of full hopping into her. Polish tries to catch him, but Puff is literally just too fast and wins this situation regardless. Okay, he does he goes for like a little back air pressure thing here, which is fine. Nothing, it was low risk. That's the nice thing about this matchup is Puff, is everything is really low risk. What was that? Why? What is this nair supposed to accomplish? Somebody tell me what this is supposed to do. Okay. So then he's here. The up air is good. He's kind of pressuring Peach up in the air. Then right here, he just like completely forgets Peach has a turnip. Like completely. Don't really understand why, but he just forgot. Yeah, but okay, so the shield poke. But the thing is, he's not going to get anything out of it, and his risk is getting down smashed, which is not really the play. And the thing is this up air is like, okay, I guess, because his only risk was getting turnip there. I guess. But I don't really know why you would... That's the thing is, like, he's like playing these situations, and then he's like, dude, this situation's like even. And it's like, yeah, you don't have to play the even ones. You just leave. Like, that's the thing with Puff Peach, is you can just leave. And then you just come back in. And then you go, is this one even? And the Peach goes, yeah, I found the even one again. And you go, okay, well, I'm not going to play this one. And then you come back, and Peach is like, okay, so I was just kind of in a bad spot, so can you come back later? And you go, no, we're playing it this time. And Peach goes, okay, fine, I'll play it. What are you going to do? And you're like, oh, I'm going to do a safe poke and then leave. Like, I'll be back in a little bit. And you just kind of keep doing it. And especially in this position, where HBox has like a % lead, why isn't he playing campier? So look at this. Okay, so look at this part. This is HBox. This situation can, like, there's nothing Peach can do to resolve this. So HBox just avoids him, does this jump, goes to the top plat, comes back down. Peach has no chance of hitting him, and now Peach is kind of in an awkward spot. Polish double jumped up here. Puff could potentially set up some interesting stuff just because of the camping. This is like a pretty safe looking, like you can stand here, wait for Peach to back air. You can maybe go for like a safe back air right here. Like, I'm not telling you should try to hit this, because when you try to hit this, Peach will try to trade with you. So you don't always just want to immediately try to hit this situation. You just want to make Peach kind of like, oh, I'm kind of in a bad spot. And you're hoping that her being in kind of a bad spot maybe will kind of give you a good spot eventually. Okay, once again, here we go, look at this. Okay, what was Peach supposed to do there to hit Puff? Okay, and then this. This is nonsense. Why is he shielding? Why is he shielding? He's still shielding. For me, that feels like he just doesn't understand what Peach's threats are. Peach didn't have any threats there. It sure was nice that he just sat there shielding. Okay, so once again, like, notice that Polish is completely unable to hit H-Box. If H-Box just did this for the next 7.5 minutes, Polish would have no way to hit him. But look at this. He's just freaking running. He's just, come here. I want to hit this weak nair. Actually, it's not a weak nair, but he's just like, come here. Give me that nair. Give me that nair. It's like, okay, bro, like, calm down. Like, you have a 40% lead and your nair does like 8 damage. Like, why? Okay, continued safe play. He makes a flub there where he misses his edge cancel. That's fine. Okay, Swagger, we can go over an old matchup. Most likely, I think that it's probably that the Peaches were kind of bad, and I think he basically only learned the matchup well enough against Armada that, like, it worked. And, like, I agree with Armada on how bad it is, so... Like, I think even regardless of H-Box beating the Peaches, it's not really about that for me. It's more about the fact that, like, you can just play Peach and you look at Puff's options and you're like, oh no. Okay, so he's doing his thing, and, like, Peach can't do anything here. And, like, notice that during this sequence, there is a point where Polish is actually kind of vulnerable. And so H-Box goes for the hit here, and he misses it. He's still totally fine. I feel like he doesn't know that he's not in danger here. I feel like he just doesn't understand this. That, like, in this position, he can just full hop and Peach doesn't have a way to hit him. Like, there was no way for Peach to ever hit him here. Okay, yeah, and then look at this. So look at this. Polish sees H-Box here. And notice my little drawing earlier where you have this little wedge that comes out of Peach? Polish, like, detected Puff within wedge right here. And so he goes for this nair, but look at how easily H-Box can still avoid this. So, okay, so in a world where the two best players in the world are Mango and Zane, and it's Mango's Puff against Zane's Peach, or something stupid like that. Basically in a world where people actually lab and care about this matchup. When Peach does this nair, this is technically a rest. Like, Puff can literally just rest this, but we're not there yet. We're actually nowhere close to that world yet. But I would like a world where Puff does not take a trade on this situation, because there's no reason to take a trade here. And remember, if H-Box did get that rest, the game is over. So H-Box has had, like, several opportunities to win this game. Like, win the whole game already. Rest from underneath. Yeah. I'm talking about, like, a rest from underneath. Like, just because Peach's nair takes, like, a really long time. But, like I'm saying, that we're just not there yet. Like, the world's not at that point. I bet Zane's Puff would hit it. Okay, so let's take a spot like this. Which character? Like, why? What is this? Maybe against, a Falco at 100, you do this, and then this knocks them down and you get, like, a tech chase. But, like, what is this gonna do to Peach? First of all, you're ahead on percent. You don't need to go in. Second of all, you're dropping directly into the wedge, which is the worst decision you could make. And third, you don't have a reward if this weak nair hits. She can just hold down. I don't know what these habits are, but they're disgustingly bad. Oh, and then here's this thing. This is the other thing I'm talking about. I did a whole lesson on this specific spot, which is when you do this fair, you can't DI in on the fair ahead of time unless you know, or sorry, not DI, drift in. You can't drift in on this fair unless it's a guaranteed hit, because when you whiff this fair and you hold in, if he held back here, completely safe, completely. Holds in here, you're in the wedge, Peach can hit you. He gets lucky, does not get hit. Goes for a drill here, which I actually am in favor of. At higher percents, Puff can very easily hit drill rest on Peach and drill up smash. And I'm pretty sure if he hits the whole drill up smash kills here. I don't think if he single hits this drill up smash it kills yet. I'm not sure the exact percent, but I think if the full drill up smash hits here, he kills Peach. So I'm not super against him going for this setup. And then this is just a huge he just reaches big time on this back air. So, like, he's in this position, and, like, yeah, I get it. He thinks Peach is here, but then you need to do the back air here. You can't, like, see how he keeps holding in here? He like super extends directly into this like wedge that Peach has. So if he had held back here, this is a completely safe back air poke, which is what he should be doing considering he's winning. But instead, he's just getting super over, and he just holds in, and then bam, he gets freaking hit out of the wedge. Peach loves that little triangle spot. So look, right here. Bam, look at this. Right there. He enters this range, you get hit. That's it. You get hit right there. Okay, why is he getting hit by this turnip? Is he looking... What? Like... I don't know. And okay, so here's the thing. HBox is not a perfect player, and I am not here to be hating on HBox. And I want to clarify that I am strictly talking about this gameplay here, and I'm kind of being like a little like funny about it and trying to be like, dude, what? But like, if you watched my sets from the tournament this weekend and you tore them apart like this, you would be like, why does he keep SDing? Why does he keep allowing his opponent to shine him at 0? And I would be like, I don't know, I'm just bad or something, you know? So like, this isn't about HBox being bad. I'm not mad that he's bad at the matchup. I'm simply pointing out, like, this makes no sense, like, from a matchup perspective. And that is what I'm here to talk about, is the matchup, not HBox. Although we can talk about HBox a little bit, but it's mostly just this matchup that I want to talk about. So there's, let's see, so where are we? Here, there's this all this aggro nonsense, gets hit out of the wedge, then he flies back, somehow doesn't fare this turnip for a free recovery, doesn't jump over it, doesn't do anything, just gets hit. Okay, then he gets back. Total safety. Notice this is total safety. Peach does not, oh, see, but look at this. He super overcommits. Nah, I'm not going to review my set. My sets from this weekend were horrifyingly bad. If I could review some, I might go over me versus Spark from the local at some point, because I'm happy about that. But this tournament in particular, there's nothing to gain from my matches. It was really, really bad. So, no reason to go over mine. Does the wedge have an answer to Puff's short hop bear? No. Not, she does not know. Is there any worth in reviewing bad sets where you know you play bad? Okay, so just to answer that really quickly, if I am going to play Nikki or I am going to play Kobel at a tournament again, I will watch that set a little bit before I play them to look at what they do. But I am not going to look at it and say, oh, I shouldn't have done this here because, like, I know that I shouldn't have done it. I was literally just in some kind of mental fog while I was playing. So I think there is worth in reviewing them, but I'm kind of at the point, like, where I kind of know that certain sets are not really worth reviewing, but you should still definitely go over your losses. I know it's worthless, so... Okay, so look, check this out. So... Polish, so look at this so I want you to also look at this from Polish's perspective, or the Peach perspective. So he's going for this throw to try to maybe trap Puff here. He's looking for Puff to jump in, get hit by the turnip, and then give him a nair or an up air. Maybe an up air kill here. And so he's looking for this, but obviously no good Puff will actually give you that. Yeah, you might misremember the set, and it might... Yeah, I completely agree. So I think for most people, you definitely want to watch your bad sets. Okay, so check this out. So HBox is unhittable here, and so here's what Polish is doing. I wanted to go over this, but it happened really fast, and I missed it, kind of. So right here. So what Polish is doing is he's thinking that after this back air, HBox might like go down right here, and so he's trying to full hop nair into it using this wedge. Okay, so look, but check this out. But then, when he sees that HBox is not going to fall into wedge territory, he double jumps back and resets the situation, which is a good play from him. I just want you to see from the Puff perspective what the Peach was looking for and then what she avoided. Okay. And then, so this back air is safe. But drifting back in here after seeing Peach wedge dash, holy moly, watching Peach wave dash in. So watching Peach wave dash into this range, you hear and I went over this in one of my previous lessons, which is like basically when you're here and Peach is moving in on you, you don't want to go to the ground. He could just very easily float away and go back to the edge and be completely safe here. But he chooses to drift right back into this nice little wedge nair that Peach has, and he dies for it. So look, let's go over it one more time right here. Look, right here. Why did he drift back in? Why was there any drift in input right here? Watch. Bam. Why did he drift in? It doesn't make sense to drift in here. Because he's entering this zone. Just leave. It's fine. Always just leave. What's she gonna do? Wait there for you to come back? Is that what you're afraid of? She's gonna just wait there? And yeah, okay, so then I like this. He recognizes. So this is like another thing in this matchup is that there are shield poke drills, and I really like this one. The bottom of Peach's shield is horrible. So him going for this shield poke drill on the bottom back corner of Peach's shield is really, really good. So props to Hbox for that. Probably from his years of experience in this matchup. Thank you for all you do for the Jimmy Foot community. Dude, I shouldn't have to do this. You guys are all lazy, and I hate you. So this is a fantastic shield poke drill up smash here. Props to Hbox. Excellent. So think about that. Hbox could have won the game multiple times during that stock. Did not. Also gave up pretty much every opening that he got hit. Remember the down air up here, the miss drill edge cancel, drifting in, jumping into the wedge, overcommitting, all of these things. None of those things were like super OP genius outplays by Polish. They were all mistakes by Hbox. And notice that after all of that, it's even. It's even. After all of that. I don't think Peach is good in the matchup. Thanks, Avi. The matchup is 95-5. And I need people to recognize this. Okay. So Peach comes back invincible. Notice this. What is Peach supposed to do? She can't hit Puff. So Hbox, I like this generally by Hbox. I don't like how committal this back air is. He could have done this same back air or like a forward air and kind of like done it like a drive-by and not heavily committed so hard, because there's just nothing you're gonna really get out of this. The up tilt, okay. This is kind of like, whatever, he didn't get punished for it, but I still prefer everything to be a drive-by. Or a float-by, in this case. And look at how comfy he is here. Look at this. He's comfy. He's fine. And he doesn't seem to like, that's the thing. There's no recognition that Peach has a turnip. Because the thing with Peach's turnips is, they don't actually work against Puff. But, if you jump into them, they're not bad. So, like, Polish is trying to find a spot to use this. But it doesn't... he doesn't have any threats with it until Hbox jumps in here. So it was just another extremely aggro move by Hbox that doesn't really make a ton of sense to be jumping in. Like, he's just like think about it. Yeah, I get it. Peach has the turnip in her hand, but she could drop it. So technically you are still going into the wedge space here, which is why he gets hit. And he's still pretty fine, even though he gets kind of beat up by this. Still totally fine. For some reason doesn't realize that this doesn't work. You can just jump. Right here. Just jump. You're okay. Peach she won't get there. You're fine. Just jump. She can't go up. Okay. So now, here we go. So Polish is off stage. Oh, tragic back air miss right here. But you need to be ready for this air dodge. If Hbox hit this rest, the game is once again over. And yeah, you're like, that's kind of a hard rest. And it's like, yeah, but Peach air dodges every single time. You know? So this could have, and going for the grab here is just ludicrous. Why not rest? If he rests here, he has a chance to win the game, and if he misses the rest, he takes a few more %. It makes no sense. Yeah. You just don't want to attack Peach in a spot where she can jump up at a diagonal and hit you. Okay. So, he keeps getting way too aggro with these edgeguard bears. The rule. This is always the rule. 100%. Do not, in any matchup, when Peach is off stage, do not let her pass you towards the center line. You must keep Peach at all cost more outward from the stage than you are. So in this position, right here, you need to make sure, no matter what you do, as long as Peach doesn't get further inward than you're good. But he goes for this super far out back air, and then yeah, Peach is gonna slip in underneath you. But there's no reason to do that. Hit me up if you want Falco Puff. I do need Falco Puff, so yeah, I will hit you up. I'm gonna be playing that matchup a lot before Genesis. So yeah, just hit me up on Discord when you're free, and I'm down to play. Okay, so look at this. Big overcommitment lets Peach back. Because here's the thing. If you don't let Peach get to center, what are her options? She can either go high and try to come down on you, which a lot of times doesn't really work, or she can go to edge, which also doesn't really work. So as long as you kind of just zone her out here, you're good. But he overcommits and lets Polish back for no reason. And then, like, how are you getting hit by this? Like, I don't understand how this works against him. Like, just leave. Just leave. Like, why? Look, this, like, when you're Peach here, you're not like, that's right, I'm winning this matchup. This is not like a situation where you think you're like, man, Puff can't do anything. Like, what? This is not what you're thinking. You're like, uh-oh, I'm kind of trapped in the air. I got to get down, and Puff is going to find a strong position on me. So why is he going in and getting hit by this? That's just ridiculous. And then he's... Okay. I'm going to go through a little faster. Okay. First of all, he went into wedge space. You don't ever want to go into wedge space. Right here. Never drift into wedge space. Somehow he hits with this nair. Why would he be going for this nair in the first place? No one knows. No one can ever know. Good back air here. Good back air here. Right here. Right there. You say, oh, maybe Peach will try this. I'll safely back air. And then you get one more pressure back air, and then you're good. So, yeah. Polish has no options to hit you here. I don't super like letting yourself get trapped in shield here, but he gets out. Puff's roll is still pretty good. Why nair there? I don't get it. I don't get it. So it's like he just keeps playing situations that are bad, and then he gets hit. He's like shielding, he's drifting in. Like, oh man, like why? It's like this. Like, you're really gonna tell me that you got, like, here's the thing. If Puff shields this, I'm pretty sure she gets a rest. I'm pretty sure she wins the game if she shields this. Why nair? Why shield? Why this? So this looks so familiar. He, like, just did this. Why is he shielding? Peach won't be able to get here for another 3 weeks at least. She's like 4 character lengths away. Peach has to do so much to go from here to here. It's insane. Drifting into the wedge. Standing in the wedge. Instead of full hopping. Look at, why does he not just jump? Right here? Just jump. Why is he scared? Why is he shielding and rolling? Just jump. Just jump. It's fine. Just full hop. It's fine. So now he died. And now you're in a position, like I said, when Peach is actually up a stock, it's like 55-45, maybe 60-40 Puff, because Peach can actually defend pretty decently. There's just... the amount of mistakes you need to make to get here are kind of ridiculous. Also, I'm gonna make a wild guess that Hbox somehow gets like 0 rest this whole set, despite Peach being one of the easiest characters in the game to rest. mostly because she has this really slow double jump, and she gets locked in a lot of situations where she doesn't have a lot of options, like air dodging, stuff like that. That's how you get rested. And Peach is at 60. So remember, if HBox hits either a back air or a fair, a full hop one, and Polish is in a spot and he DIs in, there's a good possibility he could get rested and the score will simply be equalized. Okay, nice up air through the turnip. That was a good adaptation. Interesting little, like, high skill HBox randomly being like, no, I swear I'm good, drill, nair. It's like, okay. Why are you nairing in? Why are you in this horrible position against Peach? What did Polish do here to get this position? Look at, here's this position. Here's the position that we have. This is the position. This is not a negative position for Puff. Yeah, she's losing, but it's not a huge deal. There's still 5 minutes left. Why? Why? What does this do? It makes no sense. And then he shields instead of jumping. So he literally holds shield until Polish gets a pressure, which is crazy. And then, why? Why? And now he's just discombobulating everywhere. He's just, grab, nair. Like, I don't know, dude. You tell me. Good up air. This is good. I don't really like the drift he does on it. I would have preferred a much more like he needs to kind of like wall discombobulating. Discombobulating. It's a silly English word. Unless you're just messing with me. Okay. Okay, wait. So yeah, look at this. Dude, think of how many mistakes HBox has made this set that I pointed out. Polish hasn't forced any of these. There hasn't been a single spot where I'm like, wow, like, Puff couldn't do anything. It's just like, wait, why is Puff giving him that? Okay. Okay, so this is a little cheesy from him, where he goes for this edge cancel into the up tilt, but it's a rest setup, so I have to give him some credit for it. Like, kind of one of the things about this matchup is like, I don't know, go for the rest setup. What's the big deal if you miss it? So I think this is kind of just like a funny little thing. If he had somehow done this edge cancel, yeah, win condition's a win condition, exactly. So it's funny that if he had gotten the rest here, he would have somehow killed him. But and he just misses his jump. This is basically a rest kill right here. And so the only way Polish can get out of this is by instantly nairing, and he doesn't. So if HBox jumped, he would have for sure gotten this kill. Like, let's look at when they're actionable. I was actually just labbing this. So he hits him at 8%. If he just jumps this way, it couldn't have comboed. No, it's not a real combo. That's the thing. It's not a real combo. But like, look at this. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5. Puff would be off the ground. 6. So this would be like here. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He would have gotten rested here. He would have gotten rested 100%. 100% he would have gotten rested there. And he was not reacting in any way to the jump here. Just to sort of show it off really quick. Or yeah. Yeah, I forgot Polish announced he's non-binary. I thank you, Swagger. A lot to keep track of. Let's see. So let me do this. I do wish I had a pronoun automation in my head where I could just automate pronouns and I would never actually have to say them. I freaking mess up everybody's pronouns all the time on accident. Not everybody. If I know somebody, it's fine, but there's always people coming out, and I'm always like, alright, I got it, and then I just freaking mess it up. It's like, not a big deal, but just like, hate messing it up. Okay, so look at this. So, Puff, Peach, and Peach was at 8%, and it hit the up tilt. So this is Peach doing the nair. Oh, sometimes the computer will ASDI down. This is Peach trying to nair 8%. Look at that. That was the same one. Now look at this one again. %. Freaking rested. Literally so rested. So rested. Definitely got rested right here. And when he got rested right there, once again, that means the game is over. Yo, Eric, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub. Okay, so I don't know how he gets hit by this. Okay, so let me see. So I don't know. He just drifts in, I guess? Like, how did he get hit by this nair? He just drifted in. That's why. He just drifted in on top of this. On top of Peach. I don't really know why. Just drift on her. Just drifting on her head. It's what could go wrong? It's like a lot could go wrong. Once again, jumping directly into Peach's back air. Not really the play. Don't really understand. You know, Puff is... Like, there's no reason right here not to simply go up to the platform on the side. This is what I do with Falco. Is I go to the side platform here. I'll just go up to the side, and then I fight Peach from here. And if she drops, she's not in a great position. She's kind of stuck. But if you come up from right below her, she's just going to drop the back air on you. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's just, why is he making these choices? He loves to go right into this down air. This is apparently just a vortex down air that just draws Puff in. Okay, so I don't expect H-Box to hit this, but isn't this a rest? I'm pretty sure this is a rest. I don't know if it would kill, actually. It might. This is probably a rest, but whatever. I'm not gonna fault him for getting that. Oh, I did grab instead of rest. Just heat of the moment. It's a weird position with that turnip throw. I'm not blaming him for not resting there. That was not an easy rest to, like, recognize. But I do think Puff might have been able to get a rest there. Okay, safe back airs. Not my favorite back air right here. The spacing's a little off. Right here, he drifts in a little too hard. If he had done, like, this drift right here back air, he could have done the same thing, but safely. So he gets this. Gets this up air. I don't really like that too much. Right here, when he hits this back air, the thing that Peach is most afraid of, there are two things. Thing number one in this position that Peach is really afraid of is a rest. She's already used her double jump out of this position. I do understand why you wouldn't necessarily want to rest because Puff is at 82 here, but Peach still has to worry about the rest a little bit because, like, she wouldn't have a guaranteed kill here, I think. And I think this is kind of why Polish goes for this air dodge here, but I would have much preferred just another back air and just keep pushing Peach off the stage here. There's not really a reason I see to do this up air. Like, you get a little bit of percent, sure, but you don't really get a great super position out of it. Okay, this is good. This is like what I would normally expect. Really good air dodge here by Polish. They are... Yeah. Like, so... They're creating like an ambiguity where... This is definitely like a good mix-up where... Drift in bear... Yeah, like if you're going to drift in the bear there, you usually want to look for the rest. And then if you're going to go for the drift away bear, that's usually the safer option. Okay, so the reason why Polish's air dodge here works is because basically they were going to be safe getting to the ground anyway. So, you know, this is a good air dodge and it creates ambiguity, but it was also a situation where Peach was pretty safe. Okay. So then, how does he get hit by this nair here? It's that darn down air again. Just drawing him in. He can't help it. He loves approaching from directly underneath Peach, and that is not the play. That is not the play. And he air dodges somehow. Okay. Why? I don't know. I don't know why he'd go for that pound either, but he does. He's shielding here for just absolutely total fear for no reason. Okay. Dude, I feel like Polish is going to go above him, and he's just going to jump up and jump right into, like, a nair or something. Like, I feel like... Okay, so he somehow gets that one. Goes for the up air there, that's fine. The important part is that this is all risk-free for Puff. Whew, he's going all over the wedge right there. Polish is definitely in a spot where they could take that. I'm doing the day thing. I gotta adjust for Polish in particular. I'm just not used to it yet, but I'm doing it. Okay. Okay, so H-Box is getting his safe pokes. Why would he shield here? Like, why? Look at this. This is a position of complete safety on the platform. And he chooses to go for a Psycho Read down air. Misses. Is still in total safety. Complete and total safety. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no... Whoop, you're out. You're jumping. Peach can't hit you. Peach can't hit you unless you give it to her. So he gives it to Polish. Again. Again. Why is he shielding? Why is he shielding? He came back invincible, and he's shielding on the ground against Peach. Why? Why? Polish asked me at the tournament to analyze the set, and I talked to a few people about the matchup, and I just thought I would pull it up and talk about it, and then I was just kind of getting mad the way everyone's been treating this matchup lately. He's overly scared of dash attack. There's no reason for him to be afraid of dash attack. First of all, if Peach dash attacks his shield, he gets the up smash. So I do understand that, but there's no reason to like shield there because she's not going to do the dash attack because it can't reach him. And I get what you're saying that like yeah, he's anticipating the dash attack because they used to do bad ones. But you shouldn't even try to shield the dash attack there. You should just let her hit you with the bad dash attack if she wants. And she's not going to hit you anyway because you can just jump out of the way. But okay, so he ends up in this horrible spot. He's going for the down air kill, which is fine. Okay, he gets the back air. That's good. Yeah. I have an extremely good Peach. Not extremely good. I have a pretty good Peach. I did play Polish in one Ditto, and it was extremely close, and he timed me out. It was last stock. And it was on Dreamland. But it was a pretty close match. I think my Peach is good in the Ditto. I might have done a little better than Triff. We'll see. But, anyway. Just because I know the matchup probably better. Triff obviously has a better Peach than me. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, and this Nair is just like, why? Why, bro? Why? Boom, boom, boom. I will Nair up tilt cheese at 0, and then not even go for the rest the one time I get it. It's like, okay, your Peach is sick against Marth. It's good against Sheik. It's okay against Marth. Okay. Yeah, so this is just total cheese. Here's the thing, though, is like I said, a rest setup is a rest setup. I want him to go for more of these rest setups. Ooh, Polish almost died there. Okay, good up air. Whoa, crazy drift by. Oh, okay, good. Okay, look at this. Just look at these spots where H-Box is safe. Polish has no options here to hit him or, like, contest him at all. He's just in total safety. And Polish is forced to open themselves up. Polish is forced to open themselves up to the full hop Nair punish right here. So if H-Box was in a position here, he could hit the back air right there. Or some other kind of like sort of free punish. Okay, so H-box is still totally safe, kind of risking it a little bit. Not stalemating the movement as nicely as I would like, drifting in bad spots, going for weird nairs. Very weird nairs. Very strange nairs. Shielding on the platform? Why? What did Polish do to cause this? Like, I don't understand. This isn't like a real situation at all. It's just madness. It's madness. Okay, so first of all, H-box didn't need to land here. In the case that H-box did land here, he can wave dash back, or jump away, or even roll away right here. But he doesn't. He just kind of sits there and gets pressured. Like, Peach coming up on jigs on the platform is not... And then, yeah, and then Polish gets a stitch, which kind of makes sense, because he's been pulling a bunch of turnips all game. Okay, I'm just going to kind of speed watch through the rest of this, hopefully. Because it's been 6 minutes, and I've been streaming for an hour, so... I don't know, Gorilla. I'm not here to make sweeping generalizations about H-box's career and play. I am here to talk about the matchup so that eventually H-box can watch this video, or some other puff can watch this video, and I'll probably put this up on YouTube just so that it's there. Is this an English-only chat? I only speak English, but you're free to talk in whatever language you'd like. Okay. You're some other puff? Nice, Vino. Okay, so first of all... How can people look at this and tell me, oh, Peach does fine in the matchup, and then this is how the best puff in the world is playing the matchup? Why? Why? There are at least 8 things that Peach could have done here that would have beat Puff. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand. Why? Why H-box? Why? Why are you doing any of this? Okay. Good, nice, safe back air. Okay, so this is a thing that I actually mentioned to Puff players, is think about, Peach really wants that wedge, right? And so what you can do is you can trick her into thinking that she's about to get a wedge nair right here. So look, he goes into the wedge, but just the very tip of it, and then leaves. And Polish whiffs this really bad nair and could have gotten literally rested or up-aired or whatever here. And there's no reason for H-box not to be looking for raw rests. There's literally no reason. Peach cannot kill Puff, even if he rests at this percent. There should be like 1 or 2 missed rest attempts a game at least. Like, he's got to be trying to rest somewhere. Okay, I changed my mind. This is an English-only chat, Zion. You have to watch the rest of the video, Gorilla. Why is he nairing in? Nair's not a good move, dude. Not in that spot. It makes no sense. Coming in from above Peach is risky. There's no reason... Like, yeah, like, the up air is good. Like, I get that. But there's no reason to be committing to these double jumps where if you miss a double jump up air, Peach can get this drop and hit you. Like, why not just come from the side, and be fine? It doesn't make sense. Okay, then Puff gets her classic. So right here, there's no reason to shield right here. Right? He should just be continuing to back air. Why? Like, what reason could there possibly be to not try to hit this? You try to hit this, Peach air dodges, you rest, you win the game. The game would be over. Completely over. Why is he drifting in after this back air? I understand he's going for this drill here. Like, I understand kind of why, but why? Like, it's not safe, and you don't get a rest out of it. You don't get anything out of it. There's no reason to do any of this. Why is that? Why is he doing these? Okay, all right, I'm kind of done. I'm kind of done. What is he doing? What was this? What was this? This is your champion? This is your greatest puff of all time? Why? What is he doing? What is he doing? Why was that even somewhat... Okay, Slug, come on, stop. Please. He's going for a drill grab. Yeah. And I don't think that's what I'm saying. The drill grab there is fine, I guess, but like he's risking himself too much to hit it. Maybe, yeah, Peach rolls and you're in the air, then you get the drill grab. Like you have a punish with the drill grab. Okay, so this I actually think he did it right and he just misspaced. He drifted in a little too much right here. He needs to be like right here so that Peach can't actually hit him with the back air. Still totally fine. Even game. What? Okay. He doesn't care. Hbox does not care. He literally doesn't care, okay? He just doesn't. You're not going to convince me that this is freaking caring about the game. You're not going to convince me. You're not going to... I don't care. It's not going to convince me. What was that? There goes my hero. Yeah, like what? What? Okay. He gets the up air. Okay, that's fine. Those up airs are fine. Even game somehow? Yes, of course. This is totally a valid matchup. Yeah, like Hbox is playing it the worst I have ever seen anyone ever play it in human history, and it's even still. It's still even. You don't need to keep watching unless this is for content. I'm gonna finish going over the set, okay? I'm gonna finish, I promise. There's that, look at this. These situations are all repeating. All of the stuff from last game is repeating. Look, turn up pull, does the same back air, could have gotten hit, could have gotten nared here. This is the same as it was last time. Then these nairs make no sense, shielding here for no reason after doing the bad nair. Then we have, let's see, where's that other repeating situation that I wanted to talk about? Okay, good safe back air. This one, where he's doing these things under the platform, and then he'll just get hit. Not really a reason to be doing that. There's these stupid freaking nairs. Side B that makes no sense. There we go. Look, he should just be doing this the whole time. Look at this. Bam, look at that. Bam, safest back air in history, right there. Oh, this is not good. You don't want to do the low back air against Peach right here. This is like a bad thing that people do sometimes. They do the second back air. It's just not... It's good against some characters in some positions. It's not good against Peach there. Don't do it. There's no reason after this first back air to not just leave. Right here? Just leave. Just leave. It's fine. It's okay. You don't have to hit Peach again. It's okay. Oh, okay. This is a little bit better. This is a little bit better. Look at this. The zoning. I don't like this part because he got into the wedge area. Look at, he dropped right in here. This is like an easy up air or full hop nair from Peach. So I don't like that, but I do like this like kind of back air zone thing. See, this is where you need to be ready for the roll right here. Right after this back air, he could have gotten a rest. If he hits this rest right here, the game is over. Over. I know I said it before, but the game would literally be over there. If at any point Hbox gets a set or a stock lead, this is just over. Not a single air dodge has been punished. Like I said, I'm gonna just kind of watch through it. I don't. Dropping directly into the wedge. right here. Don't ever do this if you're a Puff player. Literally, if you never enter this position, Peach never gets to hit you with her moves. And you like that, right? Okay, so this drill is a good one because he catches the Peach with this full hop. If he hit with this drill, this would have been an up smash. I'm not even upset that he just auto-confirmed the up smash here because he thought he was going to get the punish. Not a big deal. He gets dash attacked. Oh no, he took 12%. Huge deal, right? Totally. Peach just came back right there on that whiffed up smash. She's just such an explosive character. Just exploded. Took 12%, you know. Came out of the gates just crushing it. Even matchup. And then this, like, why? Is this in the book of the 3 situations that are good? Shield drop fair? Nah. Definitely not in the list. Nair? Definitely not in the list. H-Box looking over here? Okay, wait. This is a really funny picture. Like, Puff way over here and H-Box is just looking away. Because what's Peach gonna do? He's looking away for, like, seconds. Look at him. He just keeps jumping. He's just jumping away. He knows Polish can't do anything. Oh, dude. Okay, this is like the epitome of like why this is kind of a joke, right? Is because look at this. So he's looking away, and he's just jumping, and Polish has never been less able to hit him in their whole life, and H-Box is still winning the game, and then look, he turns back. He's still winning. He's just been winning this whole time. This is all he has to do is keep doing this. He can just look away. And he's like, oh, I'm playing again? Anyway, I'm going to drift in for this sick bear. And then it's like, dude, what are you doing? Why are you drifted in for that bear? Okay, good bear. That one's good. He's probably going to go for, like, an up air here, which is good. The bears here, that was totally fine, too. No reason to grab there, though. Like, this is a good recovery by Polish. Everything here was pretty good on both sides, but right here, just do another back air. Just, if he had done a full hop back air right there, he would have been able to get this. Would you just top platform camp and chill? Yes, I would literally stall the game. It is Peach's job to approach. When you are ahead as Puff, Peach has to approach you. That is the rule of this game. If you are behind, you have to approach. That's the rule of a lot of fighting games. If you're behind, you gotta be the one to make something happen. Your opponent who is winning, you know, it's like if you're down, if it's a soccer, like football, whatever game, and you're up 1-0, then like your opponent has to score a goal. You know, if you defend for the rest of the game, you win. What if Peach started spamming turnip pulls waiting for a stitch still? I think it depends on the exact situation you're in. But I think okay, so that's an interesting question. Okay, so I think there are a couple directions you can go from that. So, first of all, if Peach can't hit you with a regular turnip, she can't hit you with a stitch. Yeah, Odie is right. If you're just trying to run away and your goal is to stall out the timer, Peach can't hit you with a turnip. Like, when I'm Peach and I have a regular turnip and Puff is trying to run away, it doesn't feel like I will be able to hit her with that turnip. So, like, if I get a stitch or like a Saturn or whatever, and Puff is trying to run away, I can only still throw I can only still throw in primary directions, and so Puff can just avoid it. Okay, so the wedge, all it is this. Peach is here. She has a full hop nair on either side that goes in this range around her, and all you want to do as Puff is stay out in this range, or like kind of up here. You do not want to go into the wedge because she will hit you. No problem. Okay, yeah. So there are two things. One of them is that you can literally just let her farm turnips. It's not a huge deal because stitches won't hit you anyway, especially if you are running. Um, Second of all, if she is pulling turnips, you can somewhat pressure her. Like, you can kind of like, oh, you're gonna pull it. Like, if you hard read a turnip pull, sometimes you can actually get a hit, and you can kind of stay safe. So you can kind of stay in the range of like, you're gonna try to pull it, you're gonna try to pull it, and then if she does, it does have like a lot of lag time. Um, so yeah, basically, if you don't feel threatened by a regular turnip, you shouldn't feel threatened by a stitch face. That's kind of the thing. Like when I am Peach, and let's say HBox gets this kill, and I'm the Peach, and I'm 2 stocks to 3, and Puff is just sitting there like, I'm comfy. I'm gonna stall out this game, and then I'm Peach, and I just start looking for a stitch. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel like, oh, when I get this stitch, that's gonna be the end of that Puff on the top platform. It feels like I toil all day and all night to get a stitch. What does it matter? It won't hit Puff anyway. That's what it feels like as the Peach. I don't know why he's doing those stupid nairs. Why did he drift in and land on this platform? Why? 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 He was winning! And yes, this was a drift into the wedge. Right smack into it. And it's still even. Why is this even? It's even. How is this even? Why? Why? Oh, okay. I'm gonna stop asking why. I'm sorry. Okay. Not sure. Okay, so here's the thing. If a Peach is doing this to you, like this, just go up to here, then full hop and pressure her from the side. She'll go down. Then you get to go down to the side and then pressure her from the side. Simple as that. You don't need to pressure her from below, where she has all of her dropping hitboxes. Like that. There's no reason. See, look, look at this. As soon as HBox kind of happens to get the sideways pressure, Polish is like, oh no, and just goes to the ground. And now, look at this. Good position for Puff. Puff has center stage. There's no reason to commit into that. It's not even like he's up airing. Why? I don't know. It's kind of nonsense. Okay. Okay. Not bad spacing. Not great spacing, but not bad. I don't know why HBox insists on coming from underneath the platform instead of next to the platform. Look, as soon as he's next to Peach, it's free. It's like, dude, like, great tech by Polish. Actually insane tech. Such a clutch tech. Could have gotten arrested, but HBox was not ready for that, and I don't blame him. Excellent tech, though. No reason to do short hop nair there at all. Literally at all. See, look at this. Side pressure. And then when Peach goes up here, you just leave. See, look, side pressure. Peach is here. No worries. I will leave and come back. Like, you leave, go down, come back up, come up from the side, and side pressure. Always pressure from the side. Once again, the nair. Just nairing. Because, why is he shielding? Why is he shielding? Just jump. Just jump. Get out of the way. It's okay. Pressuring from directly below. Again. See, at this point, Polish is caught on, and they're like, alright, like, all I have to do is sit up on the top plat, and HBox gives it to me for free. That's sick. Look at, Polish is just, This isn't known to be a good position for Peach, but Polish is just rushing up here every time because they know HBox will give it to them. What is this garbage, dude? What am I watching? What has happened? What has happened to this game? Vino, thank you so much for the tier 1. Just leave is impeccable advice. Yeah, thank you. Game 3 is so bad he just holds in the whole game. Thank goodness, it'll at least be over soon. He's just holding in right now. He's just gonna hold in there until Polish kills him. Hey, if anybody has a good HBox set versus Peach from the past, like somebody was saying earlier, why did HBox beat every Peach forever? Send me the set. I'll look at it right after this, and we'll compare. Okay? Just send me any set you think that because somebody was saying like, dude, did HBox just get worse? Like, why did he used to be good at this matchup? I think we want one 2018 or older. Yeah, generally. Okay, let's take a look at this really quick. Okay, let's just kind of skip through. I'm just gonna kind of just watch through this really quick, and I'm not gonna talk about much. And then I don't know why he would counterpick FD. I don't particularly like this stage because Puff doesn't really have as big of like a stalling advantage here. So yeah, yeah, okay. Ooh, I don't even know what to say. He's just being dumb. Yeah, this doesn't even need my words. He's just straight up tilted. He's shielding and wedging 10 seconds in. Yeah, no, this is nonsense. If I was Polish, I would just be like, let's go. Okay, I'll check out this set too. We'll just watch a little bit of both of them. Okay. I'm not going to watch this last game because it's irrelevant. There's nothing really to do here. Okay. Alright. Everybody's like, man, HBox used to be so good at this matchup in 2017. HBox in 2017. Dun dun! Must get into wedge as quickly as possible and must drop directly into the wedge over and over. Up tilt cheese, but don't go for the rest after. Dude. Has anybody heard my theory? And this theory is dumb. This is not a real theory, but I used to say like, okay, what if HBox was just always as bad as he is now? And he just happened to guess right on every mix-up for like 4 years. Like, what if he just didn't know what he was doing and he just literally, like, it's like winning, it's like if people play like a rock, paper, scissors tournament, inevitably one person wins every game of rock, paper, scissors, and like, what if HBox was just that guy? Like, what if he literally just has never been good? And he actually just did that. And that's a joke theory. It's not a real thing, but it'd be really funny if, like, you actually look at the stats of these matches and you're like, no, he was just right. He just guessed right for years. Okay, I'm gonna watch it on a platform stage. Okay, let's see this. I just want to see what happens in this game. Yeah, it actually looks really similar. It actually looks, so far, it looks remarkably similar. That was just like basically an SD by Bladewise. Okay, yeah. HBox in 2017, HBox did not know what he was doing. This is approximately. He looks better at 30 pounds above this body weight. Yeah, he looks really skinny in here. I think he definitely looks healthier now. Dude, what am I watching? Please don't tell me he gets this from... Okay, he got up... See, look, this is that type of rest that he needs. This is the type of rest that actually works on Peach. Like that. He didn't try that against Polish at all. But generally, his move choice looks approximately... Like, his spacing and move choice looks pretty similar to me. Except for those awful nairs, which make no sense. But, like, that side B and stuff... So, this is what I'm talking about, though. This is what he needs to be doing now. Like, right here, going for that rest. I respect that. That's, like, good. This is all Peach can get. That's all she can get. And that was, like, a missed rest. If you hit that rest, you win the game, you know? But, yeah, I don't really super like how HBox is playing. Anyway, he just opens himself up to, like, a lot of chaos when there's no reason to... Like, Puff has the movement advantage in the matchup, so there's no reason to open yourself up. Okay, let's watch the LOD VOD really quick. Okay, let's see. I have... I have this weird feeling. He's just like... Kind of the same player. This man is wedged out of his mind. These are not bad though. These short hop back airs, these are surprisingly difficult for Peach to deal with. But you don't want to do the second one here. See how he's doing the short hop ones? These are good. But then after this full hop, when he goes down for the second one, that's really bad. This one looks a little bit better than his Polish VOD, but still not great. Notice like the massive amount of back air walling he's using. This is definitely better. He still has a tendency to go up into that down air, but at least he's spacing on it better. Yeah, that was way better. That was a lot closer to like what I would kind of like out of like a Puff stock. Oh, look at this. He didn't go into the wedge. Look at this one. Look at this. He's here. He's in the wedge, and he just leaves. And it's fine. LOD jumps up like, oh, wedge? Nope. No wedge for you. Not today. Here, yeah. No, this definitely is a little different. So right here, he dodges this. I don't really like this spacing by him or the nair, but it works. Then the up throw, I like the up throw there too. Puts Peach in not a great position at this percent. He goes for the one up air here, which is fine. And then he just leaves. This is definitely significantly better than he played against Polish. Still a little whack. Like, he's still like a little too aggro, though. What does wedge mean? I've explained it a ton of times. Watch the VOD. I still don't like a lot of his decisions. Like, yeah, there are some back airs. Like, this back air stuff he's doing is definitely significantly better. Like, look at, like, that's better. But then he still does, like, dumb freaking nairs like that for no reason. Good drill there, though. He messed up the up smash, but... Yeah, I don't understand, still. It's a lot of bad habits. But still better. Still better than the old one. Or still better than the new one, I should say. It's like he doesn't want it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like he doesn't want it. It's fucking off. Okay. Yeah, look at the amount of back air. It's just so massive. I still don't like a lot of the stuff he's doing though. Like that. Like, dude, so much of that is like Okay, so what we've learned is Acebox definitely in the past had a better overall game plan with the back airs against Peach, but generally has played extremely risky against Peach for kind of his entire career, at least based off of these videos. And I feel like hopefully this analysis will help him out, or help Puff players out. So, okay.